Hello, my name is Dr. Mustafa, and today we will talk about some of the common mistakes that candidates make while preparing for MRCS Part A. So, the one biggest mistake I would say is extensive reading from multiple textbooks. So, this is not going to help you in the long run as you will be reading a lot of information that is not exam oriented, while MRCS Part A is quite a targeted exam and you don't need to waste your time in doing things that are not relevant and are not going to help you in assessing the questions. So your time is really important. And the next thing is using multiple question bank, which might sound a bit good initially, that okay, you are going through many different types of question, but it won't help you because you will have a lot of pool of knowledge and you need to consolidate that. You need to be very focused and you need to manage your time in a really good way. So it is really advisable to stick to one question bank and do it properly. The next thing is not doing the question bank description and the high yield notes that are given with that properly. Like you are just going through it and you don't really understand the concept behind it, and you are kind of cramming it. And the concept is the main key that we need to learn from that. So, and other, I would say it's a very drastic trend in today's learning that we rely heavily on ChatGPT or similar sites for answers, but it is not recommended to follow these answers blindly. You need to look into this and you need to verify the information, and then you can say, okay, this is the answer and this is not, or if this concept is right or wrong. So don't rely blindly. So following any answer like that is given by the chat GPT or maybe even Google, and even when you are going to do the recalls, there would be like many ambiguous answers. So you need to do some work on that. You need to do the brainstorming as well, because you cannot just follow and cram the answers. This is not going to help you, because the fact that you are putting so much time and energy towards these question bank is to train your mind to approach certain questions and to see what are the keywords and what could be the answer to that. And sometimes you don't know the answer to any question, so you do the, you omit the options that couldn't be the answer, so that you will learn different approaches as you go on through the question bank. So it is always recommended to analyze and verify the facts that are given, and then after that you can say, okay, this could be the answer and this is not the answer, and why is that so. I hope you get my point. So moving on, and other really overlooked area I would say is not analyzing the weak areas while we are preparing. As we know, in MRCS Part A we have two papers. We have paper 1 and paper 2, and these two papers are basically assessing different concepts in a different way. For example, paper 1 has is mostly anatomy, physiology, pathology, like basic sciences based. So we need to make sure that we need to pass both these papers to pass this exam. So just try to analyze your weak areas and make sure that you have enough strength and enough, you're enough prepared enough for to pass both the papers. And finally, we have one more thing, which is many candidates underestimate the importance of mock exams. So let's see, I did EMRCS, and in that you can basically pick up your mocks based on certain topics. So what really happens that you are not putting that much stress on mock exam, which is a time test, and that way you will end up losing your time management at the exam day. And trust me, like on the exam day the time management is really really important. And this is something like you are just like quickly going from one question to another, and you don't really have more than 1 minute for even one question. And in exam setting, because of the stress, the time frame shrinks already. So you need to train your mind to attempt many questions in a lesser time. So just make sure that you give your full energy and time and focus to that as well. It will really help you. So that's it for today. I will be posting more stuff on MRCS Part A about different topics, and in so that you can be notified, you can just press the bell icon. So when the next time I upload any video, so you get notified. So I hope it was helpful, and if there is anything in particular that is confusing you, you can ask me anytime. Thank you for watching.